Hello and welcome to another Premier League review show on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzy and I'm your host for today's show. Only two more match weeks remaining, and there were some interesting results in match week 36. Crystal Palace absolutely annihilated big Manchester United 4-0. Arsenal continued their great form and beat Bournemouth at the Emirates. Man City smash up Wolves 5-1, and Tottenham can't seem to buy a win as they get thumped by Liverpool, which makes it 4 back-to-back defeats. So let's review all the games, and we'll start with the match at Selhurst Park. As you can see on screen, Crystal Palace 4, Manchester United 0. Now, admittedly, I didn't watch the game live, so you can imagine my shock and delight to see Manchester United get thumped by Palace 4-0. Unbelievable scoreline. So let's discuss the key moments of the game. It didn't take long for Palace to open the score sheet, 12 minutes to be precise, and what a goal it was. Elise goes on a mazy run, puts world-class CDM Casemiro on his backside, drives into the box and applies a clinical finish into the bottom corner. United did score, but unfortunately the goal was ruled out for a foul on Dean Henderson. Soft, to be fair, but unfortunately you can't make contact on a goalkeeper in that manner, as the decision will always be in favour of the goalkeeper. The second goal, wow, what a finish from Mateta, aka Ronaldeta. He's playing like prime R9 since Oliver Glasner took over as manager. What a run as he skips past Johnny Evans like he wasn't there and smashes the ball into the goal with his left foot. Tyreek Mitchell makes it 3-0 for Palace, scoring from close range. But the fourth goal, oh, what a beauty. Lovely through ball from Wharton, who, by the way, looks like one hell of a talent. He finds Mateta, who is unable to control the ball. Casemiro looks like he's set to make a routine clearance, but gets muscled off the ball by Manus. Elise finds himself and hits a fantastic strike to score his second goal of the game. What a strike, and it topped off an amazing win for the Eagles. Thoroughly deserved, and Palace fans should be excited for next season, as Glasner has been very impressive since joining the club. If he's able to make a few good signings in the summer, I believe Palace could challenge for European football. For example, the Conference League would be a realistic target, but that would also depend on their stance on Eze and Elise. Now, I've seen the rumours of Elise being linked with a summer move to Manchester United. I beg Manchester United, please do not ruin another career. You almost did it to Sancho, but he's somehow managed to rejuvenate himself. So let Elise, the young man, live. As you can imagine, United fans have been furious with Ten Hag this season. So let me take off my Liverpool hat for one moment and speak to you as a neutral football fan. If Manchester United don't sack Ten Hag in the summer, for me, this club will digress even further. I think he's been a poor fit at the club, and the players don't seem to be playing for him. Some of his comments after matches make him appear as very delusional. So if the owners at the club have any ambition, they will recruit a new manager this summer. If not, you would have to say the owners, quite frankly, don't have the balls to make brave decisions, and that will cost the club even further in the long term. They're currently in 8th position in the league and will potentially miss out on qualifying for European football. Now, some fans would say that's a good thing, and I don't think so. I think for a big team like Manchester United, you still want to be part of European football, whether it's the Champions League, Europa League, or the UEFA Conference League. You want to take part and be amongst the best or amongst European elite, in my opinion. So let's see what happens with regards to Ten Hag's future. Next game, Arsenal versus Bournemouth, which ended 3-0. The Gunners maintain their position at the top of the table with another win at the Emirates. Bournemouth concede a poor penalty as Travers fouls Kai Havertz in the box. Bukayo Saka steps up and calmly slots the ball into the back of the net. Arsenal then make it 2-0 after Trossard scores a fantastic goal from inside the box. Nice finish from the left winger. Smart pass from Declan Rice, who gets on the score sheet himself to make it 3-0. He drives into the box and from a tight angle hits a low shot and finds the bottom corner. What a strike from the midfielder. Arsenal are only 2 games away from possibly being crowned Premier League champions. And the big question is, can they do it? I think they will win their remaining games, but unfortunately will lose out to Man City by a small margin. And speaking of City, they produced another high-scoring game. And let's give some credit to Erling Haaland, who smashes in goals in this game. Now, as silly as this may sound, I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. People always want to point out his weaknesses in terms of his passing or link-up play. But people forget he is a lethal finisher in front of goal. And by a country mile, one of the best in the world. The hardest thing in football is to score goals, and he does it constantly at the highest level. So we need to stop disrespecting players and appreciate what they bring to the table, especially a player like Haaland who possesses world-class talent. But back to the game, let's go through the key moments. The first goal was a penalty as Aït-Nouri and Gvardiol clashed into each other in the box. Now, in terms of that whole incident, I don't actually think it was a penalty, to be honest. Both players clashed into each other in an accidental manner. A harsh decision, in my opinion. Haaland steps up and smashes it into the bottom corner. The second goal, what a leaping header from Haaland. He made that finish look very easy. City are then awarded with another penalty by VAR this time, and Haaland was fouled in the counter attack. He steps up and pretty much hits the ball in the same area that he did previously. That goal makes it another hat trick for the striker. And there was a great stat after the game where that was actually his 21st hat trick in his senior career, which is outrageous, mind blowing, however you want to describe it. Unbelievable from Erling Haaland there. Wolves then grabbed themselves a consolation goal as Hwang Hee-chan scores from the back post, but City respond. And what a strike from Haaland as he smashes the ball into the top bin. Great assist by Phil Foden. And Julian Alvarez makes it 5-1 for City with a nice left-footed finish. So Man City wipe out another team with ease, and they're ready to pounce and claim that top spot as they face Tottenham in their game in hand next week. Now, with how Tottenham are playing right now, you would fancy City to claim the win and, in the end, be crowned as champions once again. But this title race will go to the final day of the season, which makes it very exciting for the neutrals. Next game, Liverpool versus Tottenham, which ended 4-2. Liverpool started the game very positively and almost got the rewards in the opening 10 minutes. Harvey Elliott, who was definitely the standout player of the game, does fantastically well to nick the ball off Sarr. He lays it off to Mohamed Salah, who hits a first-time right-footed shot, saved by Vicario. Elliott gets on the rebound, but his effort is cleared off the line by Romero. But then moments later, Liverpool finally managed to get the goal and open the score sheet. Great play from Gakpo on the left-hand side. He whips in a cross towards the far post. Salah is a free man and heads the ball into the goal from close range. Liverpool then produced another moment of brilliance. Great team goal. Starts with McAllister hitting a lovely through ball to Trent. He hits a low cross in the box. Robertson manages to find Salah. He applies a shot at the goalkeeper, carried away by Vicario, but then Robertson was first to react and scores from the rebound, and that's his second goal in the last few games. So adding one to the tally for the Scottish fullback there. And it didn't take long for Liverpool to extend their lead in the second half. Within the opening 5 minutes, Harvey Elliott lifts a lovely through ball in the air for Gakpo, who executes the perfect header in the bottom corner. Great play from Liverpool once again. The next goal, boy, what a finish that was from Starboy Elliott. He cuts infield, finds himself just outside of the box, and hits an absolute screamer into the top bin. Sensational goal from the Liverpool player there. Liverpool 4-0 up. So pretty much in cruise control. Tottenham make a few changes as they bring on Oliver Skip, Richarlison, and Maddison. And to be fair, Richarlison and Maddison certainly made an impact on the team and on the game. Richarlison, who only turns up against Liverpool, hits the back of the net after a nice low cross from Brennan Johnson on the right side. Then moments later, they added another goal to the tally. Richarlison lays the ball off to Son, who's pretty much near the penalty spot, and he executes a nice finish into the bottom corner. I can't lie, I was quite disappointed to concede those 2 late goals. It's fair to say that Liverpool were switched off slightly, but that's no excuse. We need to show better game management, and you can't give silly goals away like that. But to be fair, I never felt for a moment that Liverpool were in trouble. But having said that, the 2 goals that we conceded took away the gloss of a great win against Tottenham. So overall, I'm very pleased with the performance. It's been a while since we played to this level. And look, from a Liverpool point of view, let's hope we continue our good form into the next two fixtures. We may not be fighting for the title, unfortunately, guys, but we need to end the season on a high for our departing manager, Jurgen Klopp. Next game. What a scoreline. 5-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea just seems to have woken up just before the season's wrapping up. And what a result against their London rivals. Cole Palmer opens the scoreline with a lovely left-footed finish, clinical finish from the midfielder there. Then the captain, Conor Gallagher, makes it 2-0 with a fantastic half volley. Madueke then scores from close range from a corner kick to make it 3-0. Joe Bowen was quite unlucky from a West Ham point of view, hit the crossbar twice, one with a header and one from a volley. So unlucky not to get on the score sheet. But then moments later, Chelsea make it 4-0 through Jackson. Lovely through ball from Chalobah to Madueke, who unselfishly squares it to Jackson, who scores from a few yards out. Jackson then makes it 5-0 as Caicedo threads a through ball. Jackson is 1-on-1 and applies a nice composed finish to give Chelsea a fantastic win. They were relentless in front of goal in this game and simply embarrassed West Ham, which adds more uncertainty to David Moyes' future as they're currently linked with former Wolves manager Julian Lopetegui. So that victory has moved Chelsea up the table to 7th in the league. Now they've overtaken Manchester United, which I mentioned last week is a possibility. And speaking as a Liverpool fan, would be hilarious to see Man United finish below Chelsea if this is how this table ends. Now with 3 games remaining, dare I say it, if they win their remaining fixtures, they could finish as high as 5th place, especially with Tottenham, who have lost 4 back-to-back games, and they also play City in their remaining fixtures. You just simply can't rule it out. But even if Chelsea finish between 5th and 7th and qualify for European football, I have to say it's not that much of a disastrous season considering where they were earlier on, as they were pretty much a mid-table team throughout this whole campaign. Now, in terms of other fixtures, Luton Town versus Everton, 1-1 it ended. For me, the Hatters have dropped points in this fixture and unfortunately have made it very difficult for them to survive in the league. Calvert-Lewin opens the score sheet for Everton, scoring from the penalty. Adebayor equalizes for Luton, and what a goal it was. Lovely control from a long pass, brings the ball down fantastically and smashes their left foot into the goal. They've certainly missed him in recent weeks. Everton, for me, have pretty much secured Premier League status, which is an achievement considering how many points were deducted earlier this season. Excuse me. Next fixture. Brentford versus Fulham. A stalemate at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Both teams had plenty of chances, particularly Fulham, through Iwobi, Jimenez, and Adama Traore going very close. And Bremer was the closest to scoring as his efforts hits the crossbar. Ivan Toney's form, unfortunately, has dipped in recent weeks, which is a shame. And unfortunately, I think it could cost him a place in the Euros. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Does Toney deserve to be selected for the England squad? Or does he fall short, as there have been quite a few strikers that have been in great form this season, with the likes of Watkins and Solanke coming to mind? Next game ended up being a 5-goal thriller. Burnley 1, Newcastle 4. Any hopes of survival for Burnley have now faded with this defeat, unfortunately. Callum Wilson makes his first start after a long time and manages to open the score sheet, scoring from close range. Longstaff makes it 2-0 with a lovely finish in the bottom corner. Guimarães makes it 3-0 with a nice place finish. Good play from Gordon on the wing. Speaking of Gordon, he was fouled moments later in the box. Penalty awarded to Newcastle. Isaac steps up and you can pretty much bet your whole house that he scores this goal. But unfortunately, he unbelievably missed it from the spot kick. A remarkable stat that I found out afterwards that it was the first time Newcastle missed a penalty since 2021, which is just ridiculous to hear. But that didn't stop Isaac. He managed to score later in the game from the 6-yard box to make it 4-0. And then O'Shea scores another header to give Burnley a consolation goal to end the game 4-1. Next fixture, Sheffield United versus Nottingham Forest, which ended 3-1 to Nottingham Forest. Forest claim an important win that could help with their Premier League survival. Burton Diaz gets fouled in the box and a penalty is awarded to Sheffield United. He steps up and smashes the ball into the back of the net. Hudson-Odoi, who was fantastic in this game, makes it 1-1 with a spectacular top corner finish. Ryan Yates then makes it 2-1 as he smashes the ball from close range. And Hudson-Odoi makes it 3-1 very late in the game with a fantastic finish to score his second goal of the game. And the final fixture, Brighton 1, Villa 0. Now, this was a surprising result for me as Seagulls managed to claim a late winner. The goal came from a spot kick as Quansah is a Liverpool player. Quansah fouls Adingra and João Pedro steps up for the penalty. Initially saved by Olsen, but then Pedro reacts first and nods the ball into the back of the net. Now, does that hamper Villa's position in the league? Not at all, as Villa are miles away from Spurs and will safely finish in 4th place, which is a great achievement. So that is my Match Week 36 review. Before we end the show, it's only right that I announce our FPL Manager of the Week, and that goes to Ali Asghar Mostaferi. His team is Ali Piero FC, and he managed to notch up a fantastic score of 115 points. Well done to Ali, as that's certainly helped him move up in the league table. And in terms of my performance, I'll be fair to myself. I got a respectable score this time. I got 95 points. So I moved up to 53rd. Nowhere near as Ali in the table, but you know, it is what it is. So let's quickly have a look at the top of the table where it all counts and see if there's any movements up top. So let me share the screen with you guys. And here we go. So as you can see, guys, the top 6 has not moved. Jordan is still number 1. Tayo Sees is number 2. Joseph House is in 3rd place. Anas Pala Abubakar is in 4th. Lebanese Saka is in 5th. Anish Dogra is in 6th place. Ali Asghar, who is our FPL Manager Week, has moved up to 7th in the league. Bamokun returns to the top 10 with his team Run Punch. Nana Sari has dropped to 9th. And you've got Kojak De La Cruz with Nighthawks FC dropping to 10th. So, yeah, very, very interesting in terms of the table here. Looks like Jordan Smith is on the verge of possibly taking the crown this season. But, you know, still got 3 more weeks left, what shall I say? 2 to 3 more weeks left. So 2 more match weeks, actually. I know some teams playing a double header, but in terms of match week, we've got 2 more left. So not long to go, but let's see how the season ends up in terms of FPL. But that concludes the show for today. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. In terms of content, we'll have a bit more of a gap, I think, this week. Liverpool play on the 13th, so it will be a match preview, which I will confirm. So the best thing to do is to firstly hit that notification bell on YouTube. You will be aware of when I've uploaded an episode and when I go live. You can also follow me on social media at OZZIE'S on Twitter, and you can also follow me at OZZIE.FTP on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.